Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing this look. It's really different than most of the looks I do since it does showcase different skills that I normally don't show in my videos, such as getting very crisp, clean lines, and then also using a lot of more creamy products, and then also just making sure that you are able to get a great amount of color in a small amount of space. Since my eyes tend to be a little bit more sunken in and they are slightly hooded, I normally don't try to go out of my comfort zone since I find that the looks that I do and the makeup that I normally wear is something that I'm comfortable with. So this is something different and I actually like the way it came out. So I'm just going to get started. I use the e.l.f. eyelid primer first, so I'm just going to apply this onto my lid and then blend it out with my ring finger. After I applied the e.l.f. eyelid primer, I went in with a bit of concealer just to kind of give my eyeshadow something to stick to. Now I'm going to go in with a base for the black in my crease, and I'm using a gel liner. Now the brush that I'm going to be using for this is my painted or pointed liner brush number 17 by Sephora. And I'm going to pick up that product, and very slowly I'm going to try to get this in frame. Create the line. I can already tell that this is going to be a long tutorial, so hopefully I can get it simplified. This is the Green Concealer in a Jar by NYX, and I'm taking another brush, just a small thin brush. This one's an art painter brush, and I'm going to create this. Now this is hard on camera just because I can't get as close to the mirror when I'm on camera, but you just want to create a line above the gel liner line that you already have. To set the concealer and the gel liner, I'm going to be taking this color right here and this white from my e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to take them onto a thin flat brush. Just mix the colors together since I want more of like a lighter version of that blue. And then I'm going to tap this on top of that concealer. It's okay if it gets on the black because it's easier to go over with a darker color than if we did the black first and then had to go over with the blue. I'm also going to be using the BH Party Girl palette. I'm taking that black, and since I'm already using this, I'm just using this shimmery black. If you want, you can go in with more of a matte black, and that will just kind of tone this look down even though it's still very dramatic. That same brush, you don't want to pick up any more product after you've set the gel liner. Just lightly, and when I say lightly, I mean don't apply as much pressure as you would if you were trying to get a very defined line. Just run this along the outer edge of that blue to give a guideline for where we're going to apply a darker gray later on. Now that I have that, I'm going to finish up the crease actually now instead of moving on to the lid. Now to use that, I'm going to take this kind of gray color from the same palette, and the brush that I'm going to use for that is a small Sonia Kashuk brush. I believe this is a lip brush, but you can use any small brush you have. And then I'm going to lightly, actually that's a little bit too much, run this along the outer edge of the blue. For the pink, I'm actually going to be taking this color right there. It's a medium corally pink, I would say. For the brow, I'm going to be taking this shimmery white. You can use the other one, but I find that this one's a little bit less intense as far as it's more finely milled. And I'm taking that onto a pencil brush and lightly running this under my brow. For the white on the inner corner, I'm taking a stiff shader brush and that same white that we used on our brow. And I'm going to take that product and try to get it as neat as possible. You don't want to go up into the black because then it'll start to look muddy right where they connect. and just blend it in. It's okay if you go too far towards the outer part of your eye. You can always just tone it down with the blue. For the center color of the lid, I'm taking the shade Turquoise Tempest by CoverGirl onto the same brush, and I'm just blending it into the white. Actually not going to start off on the outer corner just yet. What I'm going to do is take that small liner brush that we used to create this line right here on the inner portion of our crease, and what you're going to do is take more of that gel liner and first just line your upper lash line. Once you have the upper lash line created, you want to create your wing. Now, the wing that you create is going to vary based on your eye shape. If you find that you want to do it exactly the same angle as the upper wing that you have in your crease, that works best as far as making it look more like it's flowing together instead of just a random winged eyeliner. So I would suggest following that line. If you didn't bring the crease color out in a wing and you kept it just more in a round shape, then you can create this wing at any angle. But you want to create a thick line of black on the upper lash line as well. And then what I'm going to do is with that same product, run this along our lower lash line, and I'm going to run it also into the waterline and create a small wing here on the inner portion of our bottom lash line. If you find that it's hard for you to get a crisp bottom lash line wing, since I do have some fine lines here based on my eye shape, I'm going to take a Q-tip and slightly pull down. You don't have to pull down, you can just like press the Q-tip, and that will help you get more of a crisp line. Also with that brush, you want to create this circle shape right here. This will also add intensity to the color that we're going to be applying in our outer corner. So just bring the two lines together and connect them. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to take a matte, slightly grayish black, nothing too intense, onto that same flat shader brush that we've been using, and run this along the bottom so that it smokes it out and doesn't make it look as harsh. For the inner portion of our outer corner, I'm going to take the same black that we used before onto that brush. Now you really want to tap this off because you want to get as precise as possible, and this shadow has a lot of fallout. And start from the line that we created, which will deposit the most color, and then flick it towards the greenish blue. And when you want it to really get blended, what you can do is go back into that color with the shader brush and just blend it together. With another small Sonia Kashuk brush, I'm going to be taking this color right here. I told you guys this was going to be a long tutorial. And then I'm going to apply this here on the outer portion between the two wings. Now it's okay if it's not perfect. Again, it's easier to apply a darker color than if I was going to go in with the black first and then apply the blue. And then once you have that placed, I'm actually going to go in with a bit of this color right here onto that same brush I just wiped it off, and run it along our lower lash line underneath that black just to blend it out slightly, and then go back in with that bright blue. And then again, run it on our lower lash line. Now, when you're done with that, I'm going to go in with a light purple. I'm going to take this one right here. Whoop, sorry, just dropped the brush. And then I'm going to apply this on the inner portion of our lower lash line, just for a pop of color. Now once you have that, I'm going to go back into that color that we use on the line in our crease. I might have to touch that up since it's getting kind of muddy looking. But I'm going to mix those two colors again, the white and the blue. And then I'm going to run these along the outer portion of our lower lash line. And then again, just to smoke out the color in that little gap between the two wings. I have so many things to say in this outro that I filmed it like 7 times, so I'm going to hopefully get this all done within 5 minutes, hopefully. So if you don't want to sit through a long outro, then I'm sorry, but this is something that I want to get a lot of things mentioned. For my eyelashes, I used a bit of mascara. This one is by Rimmel, just a standard mascara. I didn't apply any false lashes. For my foundation, I used the Clean Finish Matte Foundation by Rimmel. I'm in the shade Nude, number 340. If you want to see like a mini review, I will link my previous tutorial below, or you can go look at it. It's makeup tutorial holiday height, so if you want to go check that out, I do have a small little review of this product at the end of the video. For my bronzer, I just use a darker foundation that I contoured with, so you can just use any bronzing powder or darker foundation you have. I used a bit of the Rimmel London Moisture Renew lipstick in Vintage Pink to give me a muted but still medium pink tone on my lips, and then I just went over with a clear gloss. For my brows, I did go a little bit thicker and a little bit darker than I normally would, because I find that if you do very thin brows, it can almost look like you have 4 layers of brows on your eyes, which is not really what I think you'd be going for, but if you are, you know, to each their own. I hope that it's something that, or not I hope that, I feel that if you do thicken them up a little bit, it kind of separates the line depths and it just helps it look like a brow and then eyeshadows versus 4 different brows going up. I also want to mention, if you haven't seen my recent collaboration with Just Face 90, I will link both of our videos below. Go check her out. If you don't subscribe to her channel, at least give her some feedback. She's a wonderful YouTube guru, and she's somebody who does something totally different than my channel. My channel is basically just makeup tutorials. Hers has like tags and just fun hauls and different things, and she does a variety of different videos. So I think that if you haven't checked her out already, you should, because she's a wonderful YouTuber and I think that she does great videos. So if you do go check her out, even if you don't subscribe, give her some feedback. I know that she will enjoy that. I also want to mention I didn't apply any false lashes because I don't like the way that they overpower a lot of my looks. So if you want to apply false lashes, you can. I would suggest flirty lashes that are just voluminous but short, not very long ones, because that would kind of take away from the crease, which is what you really want to emphasize in this look. I also want to mention my little penguin. Isn't he so cute? I got him at Walmart for like 97 cents. It's nothing expensive, but he's so cute. He's just like a little sippy cup. And I'm a little kid at heart. I love these little holiday decorations. If you have any like holiday decorations or traditions that you do, leave a video response below, because I like that even though many people celebrate the same holidays, they celebrate it differently. They have different traditions, or they decorate and prepare for it differently. So if you have any traditions, leave a video response below and I will definitely make a video showing you guys some of mine. I do also want to mention that I am on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Beautylish. My Beautylish is Gabby M, which is the only one that's different. My Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram is all three Dollypop23, as it's shown above. And then I also have an email, which is dollypop23@gmail.com. You can send me inspirational pictures, requests, or questions. I do also want to mention that I want to thank all of my new subscribers that have come basically just from that video that me and Just Face 90 did. It really has helped me broaden my viewing, or my viewer count, I guess. I really find that I'm like losing what I want to say. I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible because I know that you all don't like to sit through 20-minute videos, but I really just wanted to thank you all, and that I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, do different things that I've never tried before. This is not something that I've ever really done in a look, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I spent a lot of time trying to prepare for it because I wanted it to be perfect, since it isn't something that I do on a daily basis, or even just for tutorials. I've never really tried something like this, quite like this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was fun, and if you guys do recreate this look, please email me a picture of it and I will definitely post it in one of my videos. Or if you want, I won't, and I will just like it for my personal viewing purposes, because I would really like to see how many of you really try to recreate this look, and it will also help me get an idea of how this would look on different eye shapes and skin tones. So that's something that I would enjoy. So if you guys really want to check this out or try this out, please don't forget to email me a picture. It would mean a lot. And that's it. That's all I want to say. I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be, and I will just see you guys in my next video. Hope you all are having a wonderful week. Bye, everybody.